Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. I want to thank everybody who came out to the Crosstalk meeting last night. So many people there last night. Great conversation, great dialogue. I love how quickly the dialogue evolves and changes, and we'll be talking about that too. And it's just always so uplifting to leave one of those Crosstalk meetings. Just always a good time. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us for the quickest hour in recovery. And it just so happens, if you happen to be driving through our area, coming through our area, you want to attend one of the Crosstalk meetings, it's unlike any meeting you've ever been to, I assure you. Just let us know, and we'll get you all the information we can every Friday night at 7 o'clock. It's pretty simple. It's always a lot of fun. You see that I'm back at my desk. Thank God I'm not in my truck or my shed or my office or whatever. I'm finally kind of back to my normalcy. All these lights, they're bright. I want to continue the conversation about how, we've been talking about these different strategies that I picked up and I acquired from other people, and I employ even to this day. We talked about how those strategies allow us to find intent and evaluate our degree of honesty. And we also talked about how, that gives us and enables us to identify where we might be becoming vulnerable in our recovery. Our motto, our creed is to help other people. It makes sense. We're supposed to. We feel good about it. But sometimes in helping other people, it can open us up to sabotage, if you will. That was one of the topics last night too. I used the example of people who work in recovery. They're obviously helping other people, and so over the course of time, them working in recovery, it's easy for them to start thinking, well, I worked a double. I'm really tired. I know I got to go to my meeting tonight, but I'm just so tired, and besides, I'm helping people anyway, so I can miss my meeting. Creates a vulnerability that our addiction can exploit. I used the example of relationships. People, I'm helping so-and-so, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, it doesn't matter. I'm helping so-and-so. Again, these are all noble qualities to have. This is a noble effort you're making for sure, but again, it creates a vulnerability that our addiction can exploit. But as far as relationships, I want to take it a step further. The one relationship we should be focused most with, at least human relationship anyway, that we should be focused most on right now in early sobriety, is a relationship with ourselves, period. And let's take drugs and alcohol out of the conversation for just a minute. It's perfectly normal. Everyone understands that you're going to grow and evolve and change over time. I am totally a different person than what I was whenever I first got out of high school. Out of college. I'm a totally different person. And so that's without the drugs and alcohol. So now throw about 25 years of alcohol on top of that. No wonder getting sober was kind of scary, because I didn't know who the fuck I was. I had no idea who the person I had become. The glimpses that I had gotten over 25 years, the glimpses of that person I'd gotten, well, I kind of didn't like it. I felt inadequate. I felt very insecure. I had no security. I had no self-value, no self-worth, no self-esteem. And I hated that. So that's why I continued to drink. And so it's a valid question. I hear people all the time. They'll come to me and say, hey, I'm worried about what happens if I don't like the person I become in sobriety. And that's a valid question. Again, I myself had that same question. What happens if I get sober and I don't like the person that I become? I get to change that person. I can't change that person if I'm still drunk. I can't change that person if I'm still getting high. But if I'm sober, I get to learn those attributes that I like. I get to learn those attributes that I don't like. And I can change the ones that I don't like. But I can't do it. If I'm still using, if I'm still drinking. I can only do it whenever I'm sober. And I think it's a valid point. I remember, and I was about 3 or 4 months. My wife actually left to go to rehab. I was about 3 or 4 months in my sobriety. She went to go to rehab, and that 45-day period was so instrumental for me, because that forced me to, lay down at night, go to sleep at night, with what was going on up here, with my own thoughts and my own prayers, my own meditation. Now, there's another relationship I want to talk about that is even more important than the relationship with yourself, and that's the relationship with your higher power. We're going to be talking more about your relationship with your higher power next week, over the course of next week, but suffice it to say that relationship with our higher power is the single most important relationship that we can that we need to foster and nurture and develop and continue to grow. So I'm going to leave it there for right now. But just understand, our relationship with our higher power is the single most important relationship. But we have to be willing to get to know the new version of ourselves, because that guy is coming. That person is coming. When you get clean and sober, you have to face them. But I say it like this too: I get to learn about the new version of me. I get to make changes to this new version of me, rather than just being forced to accept the changes that my addiction are imposing upon me. My addiction said, "Hey, Drew, you're going to have to just deal with this person that you are." I remember that so many times, and man, I'm glad for the program of action known as Alcoholics Anonymous, because I got to learn the whole new me, and truth be told, I kind of like this guy. So, with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I cannot be any more appreciative. If there's a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to reach out, email it to me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. Well, I'll take a look at it, see what we can do. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.